Dear esteemed viewer, today we discuss a tape that has suddenly received global popularity, going viral across all social media and online platforms. This film covers a historic and controversial incident, the public humiliation of European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. The tragedy has prompted strong discussions and disagreements globally. It is upsetting to observe such a renowned leader being subjected to public embarrassment, particularly in Denmark, where important persons feel afraid to freely express their opinions. Given these conditions, it is obvious that her political career is now facing considerable threat. The criticisms leveled at Ursula von der Leyen are not without foundation. Over the past few months, her reputation and leadership have been seriously weakened by a series of serious charges. One of the most important issues relates to her connection with Pfizer during the marketing of the COVID-19 vaccine. This relationship has prompted major concerns about openness and accountability, casting a shadow over her leadership. Furthermore, her reputation has been severely tarnished by the current migration crisis in Europe, where the absence of effective and practical answers has become a main focus of criticism. In light of these difficulties, it is only natural that Danish politicians, along with their counterparts in other European nations, are choosing this time to voice their unhappiness and advocate for immediate political reform. They suggest that the mismanagement of these crucial concerns is indicative of a deeper fault inside the European Union's leadership structure. The decision-making procedures are commonly seen as being out of sync with the demands and concerns of the general public. As we learn more about this situation, it becomes evident that Europe's political climate is set to take a big change. The growing need for a more transparent and responsible political system is shared by both the general public and parliamentarians. Calls for reform and leadership changes are growing more vociferous. The video you're about to view depicts these sentiments, depicting a pivotal moment that may impact the future course of European politics. It is critical to address the concerns raised by unelected bureaucrats who are pursuing the idea of a federalized superstate in Europe. This urgency is reflected in our current election slogan, which calls for the dismissal of 10,000 bureaucrats in Brussels, beginning with the Commission presidency. This project seeks to restore accountability and ensure that leadership is more closely aligned with the interests and concerns of the public. We welcome you to see this eye-opening video and join the discussion regarding the future of Europe's political landscape. Together, we can advocate for the changes required to build a more transparent, accountable, and responsive European Union.
Madam President, ladies and gentlemen, Ursula, dear Ursula, I think you need to hear in a straightforward way what most Europeans think about you. Choosing you to be the President of the European Commission in the previous term of office was a great mistake, and some still have a hangover because of it. You destroy the European economy and agriculture. Europe becomes an open-air museum in terms of agriculture. Us, Europeans, are becoming poorer and poorer because of you. You are the face of the Migration Pact, and I'm talking to you as a woman to a woman, as a mother to a mother. How can you not be ashamed of promoting the Migration Pact, which means that millions of women and children in Europe feel endangered, threatened on the streets of their cities? You are responsible for every rape, every violent attack, every tragedy caused by illegal migrants, because you are inviting them to come to Europe. And for what you're doing, you should actually go to prison and not to the European Commission. Your presence as the President of the European Commission means a further collapse of the European Union. What do we think about your European Green Deal? This is what we think about this. This is what we think about the Migration Pact. You're not even looking at me. That's a shame. We want a Europe of free and sovereign nations and not a sick leftist ideology. And all the soldiers that are defending the eastern border, deserve a bow, a very deep bow from you.